Hey guys, we're going to sit out here and do a quick little video over the top 5 locations to harvest big bucks. Number 1 is going to be your funnels there. We utilize those a lot up there in Kansas, where we got a lot of the creek bottom ground or river bottom ground. And basically what that does is it pinches a deer up into one particular area, say 40, 50 yards, even 20 yards in some areas, where you're able to get in there successfully, have that deer within that 20, 30 yard range and harvesting. The next one is going to be any kind of fence crossings or even a gate opening. So if you got some gates, maybe you're running some cattle on in the off season, and then during hunting season you got them off, open those gates up. Utilize that. Those deer, they use the path of least resistance all the time, and that works out really well. But another one is, if you don't have that gate, use those fence crossings. Use those cellular cameras, identify when you're hunting, watch those fence lines, see where those deer majority of the time are crossing, and that should work out very well from you guys. So before we move on to the next 3, do a quick little video here for this week's sponsor, Ozark Mountain Meats. We'll get back to number 3.
Ozark Mountain Meats, your local Southwest Missouri dealer of beef, goat, and lamb meats. Check us out at ozarkmountainmeats.com.
All right, guys, the third item we're going to be covering here is going to be the downwind side of bedding. Specifically during that rut time period where those deer, those big bucks, are continuously cruising pre-rut into rut, and that downwind side can really pay off as those deer approach, able to harvest them there very quickly and make a great shot there. The fourth item there is going to be inside corner of a field. So if you are able to get into an agriculture field or even a food plot field, if you've got that inside corner of that food just riding through here, that's a really good. I haven't heard this a lot in the here recently, but as I grew up deer hunting, I was always told that those big bucks, or those deer, will actually move about 5 to 10 yards inside that tree line along the field edge. So, again, keep that in mind going forward. And then the very last one is going to be ditch crossings. So if you're in an area where you've got a lot of ditches or runoffs there, look at that as you scout or you go in there and hunt. See if those deer have one certain area within that ditch that they're going down and then back up. Or you may even find that those deer actually going down one side and then following that ditch in the ditch and then going back up another direction there 5-10 yards past it. So always keep that stuff in mind, but that should help you guys out. Definitely pick out some good locations for you guys to harvest some big mature bucks. And like always, hopefully you guys are getting out there in nature, and best luck on your upcoming hunt.